Silence, the world fears it, because it can't control it. We live in a generation that worships noise. People talk to be seen, they post to be heard, they argue to be right. But silence. Silence is where real power lives. You don't have to roar to be a lion. You just have to know you're one. The lion doesn't announce every hunt. He moves quietly, patiently, waiting for the perfect moment. That's dominance. That's power. Silence gives you vision. It clears your mind of chaos. It lets you see what others miss because they're too busy talking. When you stay silent, you start to hear your own thoughts again. The voice that's been buried under opinions, criticism, and expectations. Most people talk to feel powerful. But the truth is, the more you speak, the more you reveal. You give away your plan, your emotions, your weaknesses. But when you move in silence, the world can't predict you. They can't prepare for you, so stop explaining yourself. Stop begging to be understood. The ones who truly move mountains don't waste breath. They conserve energy. They speak through results, not words. Stay silent, but never still. Work, grind, build. Let your actions echo louder than any speech. Because when you move in silence, your success becomes the loudest sound they'll ever hear. There's a storm inside you. You can feel it. The restlessness, the hunger, the rage of unrealized potential. But storms don't warn the world before they hit. They just arrive. Powerful, unstoppable, and commanding respect. You don't owe the world your noise. You owe it your transformation. While others waste time proving who they are, you're in the shadows becoming who you're meant to be. That's what silence is. Transformation without announcement. Every great warrior had a silent season. Every king disappeared before he rose. Every legend faced moments of loneliness, doubt, and stillness. But in that quiet, they built their empire. Your silence doesn't mean you're lost, it means you're building. It means you're sharpening your mind like a blade, forging your spirit in fire. When people think you've given up, you're actually gathering strength. Let them talk. Let them doubt. Let them laugh. Because when the storm inside you breaks free, they'll have no idea where it came from. The storm doesn't ask permission. It doesn't care for applause. It moves, it destroys, it rebuilds. That's you. You are the storm they never saw coming, the silent force of nature that speaks only through action. You see, patience is the weapon of the wise. The loud ones rush. The loud ones react. But those who understand time, they remain still. They don't move because of fear. They move when the timing is right. A seed doesn't scream while it grows. It sits quietly under the dirt, unseen, ignored, even buried. But deep down, it's growing roots, building strength, preparing to break through. That's what your silence is. You're not buried. You're planted. When you rush, you destroy the process. When you panic, you lose control. But patience, real disciplined patience, is power in its purest form. It's strength without noise. In silence, you learn. You reflect, you heal. You understand that everything comes to you when you stop forcing and start becoming. You're not supposed to have it all figured out right now. You're supposed to grow in silence, to be misunderstood, to be doubted, to be ignored, because those moments teach you control. The man who can stay patient while the world falls apart around him, that man is unbreakable. So breathe. Don't rush. Don't chase. Everything meant for you is already on its way, moving toward the version of you that's ready for it. Stay silent. Stay grounded. Because when you master patience, everything comes naturally. The biggest war you'll ever fight isn't with the world. It's with yourself. You think your enemies are outside. The people who doubt you, the ones who hurt you, the ones who left. But the real enemy lives inside. Your fear, your laziness, your excuses, your distractions. That's the real battle. And here's the truth. You can't fight an internal war with external noise. You need silence. Silence to confront yourself. Silence to hear your own voice again. Silence to rebuild your mind. When you go quiet, the noise of the world fades. But then you hear the noise inside, and why the voice that says you can't, you're not enough, you'll never make it. That's the voice you must defeat. Silence is where that war happens. It's where you train your mind to obey you, not your fears. It's where you turn pain into purpose. Most people run from silence because they can't face themselves. But warriors, though, they embrace it. They sit with the discomfort. They listen to the pain until it turns into power. Every time you master your emotions, you win. Every time you stay calm when chaos surrounds you, you conquer. You don't need motivation, you need mastery. You need command over your own mind. Because the man who controls himself controls everything, there will come a day when your silence will make sense. A day when everything you worked for, in the dark, in the quiet, in the pain, finally shows up in the light. They'll remember how quiet you were, how you disappeared, how you stopped talking and started becoming. And when you rise, they'll hear you, not through your words, but through your results, through your success, through the life you built in silence. Let them think you quit. Let them believe you lost. Because when you return, they'll realize you were never gone. You were training. You were growing. You were evolving. The same silence they mocked will become your greatest roar. You don't need to prove them wrong. You just need to become undeniable. So keep moving quietly. Keep building in the shadows. Because when the time comes, your light will be blinding. Silence doesn't mean weakness. It means focus. It means maturity. It means control. You don't chase validation. You attract destiny. Stay silent now. Let your patience be your strategy. Let your discipline be your language. Because when everything finally aligns, the world won't be ready for your roar. Final message. Silence is not your enemy. It's your training ground. It's the space where you evolve from ordinary to unstoppable. You are not behind. You are becoming. So stay silent, stay steady, and watch as everything starts to come naturally.